Hello again, I'm James Taylor, the author of Jazz and Improvised Piano, and in this video I'm going to, plug my book. First of all, as you can see, it's a fairly comprehensive jazz course. Here's a list of the contents, and it covers just about all the theory that you will ever need in jazz, obviously unless you take it to an extraordinarily high level. And the whole book, there's no music notation in it at all. It's all completely verbal. It's just a set of written instructions. Each set of instructions tells you how to do a certain process at the piano. Now, the other videos that I've done on this same topic basically explain how when you play jazz, it's very much a top-down process. It's much more useful to have a sort of, if you like, a sort of rough idea of where you want the music to go and to work from that, than to perhaps start with a C7 sharp 5 flat 9 chord and sit there scratching your head thinking, well, what scale do I use over the top of that? So what I've done in the book, which is entirely supported by these videos, is to give you a set of different improvisations that you can work with. And then it gradually incorporates more and more jazz theory until you know lots of really quite advanced jazz chords and jazz concepts. So it starts off with this lesson 1. Lesson 1 is just a sort of rock type thing, which is surprisingly easy to play but very effective. Now in this one, the right hand is playing a simple little riff, which, if you see the video, you can see there are various other things that riff does. And the left hand here is actually moving around a bit. Now this is quite important. When you play jazz, it's the bass that actually decides the direction of the music. The bass provides the roots of the chords, so if you like, that dictates what the rest of the band plays. All the other notes hinge around the notes that the bass player is playing. So the first piece, as I say, is a rock piece that explores the bass, and of course you can take it a lot further than I have done in the video, but it's just a lesson 1, so I kept it fairly simple. Lesson 1. Now lesson 2 explores this sort of Eastern sort of mode. Now this time the left hand isn't moving, it's staying on C all the time. But the right hand is working around this mode and can include other notes like D flat and A flat. So this means that we can really work on the right hand a bit, and we can sort of coordinate our ears and our fingers, and we can work out certain riffs that we can use, certain patterns of fingerings that we can use in the right hand. For example, now this actually prepares you for of course, the piece is based around this Eastern mode. So lesson 2 works at fingering patterns and using your ears to coordinate certain sounds. Now lessons 3 work on rhythm and work on the blues scale. So that sort of gets you finding the blues scale. And that sort of thing. Those are lessons 3 and 4, working on rhythm and blues scale. Now lesson 5 is a sort of flamenco type thing. 6 is a sort of 80s pop type sketch. For this one, the left hand is just working on C's and maybe the odd F. And we get. And so on. Now then, after that, things get pretty exciting because we start doing jazz pieces like Blue Monk, and then we move on to do some more theory, and we're finding sort of chords like this, and like this. This is a major 7 chord now. And there are various ideas for improvising around these. And so on. And lesson 6 goes on to do the film music improvisation, which actually introduces lots of different modes. It introduces the Lydian mode, there's a bit of work even in the mixed Lydian mode, and also in the Dorian mode and the Aeolian mode. So you get to know a lot of jazz modes through this lesson 6. Gosh, it's everything. I've deviated slightly from the order of the lessons here. But later in the book then, we go on to work at so what chords. And we get to work around the mode. And so on. That's working around the Dorian mode and using the so what chords. And there's a lesson there which has got a piece called Mixed Lydian Funk, which is based, it's a sort of hybrid between a tune called All Blues and various other tunes, and it's got a sort of funky bass. And which of course gives you a chance to really work in the mixed Lydian mode. And so on. So the book goes on. It also includes the 11th chords. There's a D11 here. And then from there, a bit like in Herbie Hancock's Maiden Voyage, we can go to an F11. The book also goes around various other pieces. All the autumn leaves work that you got in the various videos here. That's all written up. All the autumn leaves work is written up in the book here. If you read up the verbal processes, it actually helps to reinforce them, so you can memorize them much more easily. And like I say, if you buy the book, it's all written out for you, and you can sit down and study it in bed, whatever, or late at night, anytime, on the bus, on a train. It's all there, and you can memorize all the different processes, and you can memorize all the most useful bits of jazz that you'll ever need. Okay, so please do buy it. It's called Jazz and Improvised Piano, and it's by me, James Taylor. Okay, I'll play some more videos for you fairly shortly. I'm planning on doing a set on possibly a tune like Summertime, where I'll do a fairly similar stuff, a fairly similar set of videos to what I've done for Autumn Leaves, including things like sort of walking basses and shells and other chords, and maybe even for Summertime we might even go outside the mode. On the other hand, I might choose a tune like Ladybird. So do stay posted, and I'll speak soon. Bye for now.